Hello children, how are you all? I'm Mrs. Grace Vahla taking English Literature class 7. So in this video we are going to do the poem The Listeners by Walter Delamere. First let's know about the author. Walter Delamere, he was born in 1873 and he was alive till 1955. Spent most of his life writing poems and stories mostly for children. His first book of poems was called Songs of Childhood, written in 1902. The main themes he wrote about were romance and nature. His style was simple, and the mysteries of magic, the moonlight, and quietness fascinated him greatly. These subjects are introduced in most of his poems. In many of his poems, there is mystery which readers must solve as best known poems, and the reader is left with many questions. Words to know that we come across the poem. Neath, shortly written for underneath. Camped, chewed. Cropping, biting off and eating the tops of plants. Descended, came down. Ferny, covered in ferns. Hearkening, paying close attention, listening carefully. Perplexed, baffled, confused. Phantom, a ghost or something that is imaginary, not real. Sill, a shelf like ledge below a window. Smart, hit hard. Pondered, spake, a very old fashioned way of writing, spoke. Stir up, a loop with a flat base that supports the rider's foot on each side of the saddle. Turf, grass and the surface layer of earth held together by roots. Turret, a cylindrical tower rising from a building, thronging to be present in. Surged, move suddenly and powerfully. The Listeners by Walter Delamere. Is there anybody there? Said the traveller, knocking on the moonlit door, and his horse in the silence camped the graces of the forest ferny floor. And a bird flew up out of the turret above the traveller's head, and he smote upon the door again a second time. Is there anybody there? He said. But no one descended to the traveller. No head from the leaf-fringed sill leaned over and looked into his grey eyes, where he stood perplexed and still, but only a host of phantom listeners that dwelt in the lone house then stood listening to the quiet of moonlight, to that voice from the world of men, stood thronging the faint moonbeams on the dark stair that goes down to the empty hall, hearkening in an air stirred and shaken by the lonely traveller's call, and he felt in his heart their strangeness, their stillness answering his cry, while his horse moved, cropping the dark turf neath the starred and leafy sky, for he suddenly smote on the door even louder and lifted his voice. Tell them I came, and no one answered. That I kept my word, he said. Never the least stir made the listeners, though every word he spoke fell echoing through the shadowiness of the still house. From the one man left awake, aye, they heard his foot upon the stirrup, and the sound of iron on stone, and how the silence surged softly backward when the plunging hoofs were gone. So the poem, it is about a traveler who came to a house, an abandoned house, and he was knocking on the door, and he was calling for the people whom that house belonged. Okay, but no one answered him, no one came to him, no one attended him from that house. So he stood there, he knocked first time, no one came, but a bird flew up out of the turret over the traveler's head, and when he knocked the door again, he smote. When he pounded the door again and asked, is there anybody there? No one came down to the traveler, and no one looked even from the window, towards the traveler, and he leaned over and looked into his grey eyes. Okay, so there he stood perplexed. He was confused and still, but he can feel some phantom listeners, maybe some ghostly listeners are dwelling in that lone house. He stood listening in the quiet of the moonlight to that voice of the world of men. So these ghostly appearance, it is just imaginary that some phantom bodies are there, some phantom beings are there in that house, but no one answered to the traveler. He stood there in that moonlight, and he was when he looked into the hall, there is a stair that comes down to the empty hall. So he was listening very carefully, hearkening in an air stirred and shaken by the lonely traveler's call. And these phantom listeners are have stood there and listening to this human being's voice, this traveler's voice. Their stillness answering his cry. So he again knocked the door even more louder, not knocking, actually he was pounding. Smart means he pounded the door even harder this time, and he told them to pass on a message. He asked them to pass on a message that he came but no one answered, and that he kept his word. And slowly he came down, he got onto his horse, and he went away, and he went away. Okay, so and here this phantom listeners can hear the sound of horse as it is going away, and slowly that sound reduced and disappeared, and the quietness of the forest restored. Okay, now let's see the summary of the poem. The traveler knocks on the door of a house in the moonlight and asks if there is anyone inside. The traveler's horse grazes in the quiet forest while the traveler waits for a response. A bird flies out of a small tower on the house and over the traveler's head. The traveler knocks again, more forcefully, and repeats his question. No one comes down from the house to meet him. However, no one even leans out of the window, the sill of which is covered in leaves, to look at him. He stands in place, puzzled by the lack of an answer. Inside the house is a group of ghostly beings. These listeners stand in the moonlight as they listen to the human voices coming from outside. The ghostly beings crowd around the staircase onto which moonlight streaks as the quiet atmosphere in the empty house is disturbed by the sound of traveler's lonely voice. Outside, the traveler senses a strange presence in the silence that meets his question. His horse, undisturbed, continues to graze in the dark forest, the sky above full of stars and obscured by trees. The traveler suddenly beats on the door once again, even more loudly than before, and then calls out, asking whoever is listening to pass on a message. That no one answered him when he came to the house, but he kept his promise. The listeners don't make any motion in response to this. The traveler's words reverberated through the dark, empty house, coming from the only living person around. The phantom listeners hear him jump upon his horse, and then the sound of the horseshoes on the stone path as the traveler rides away. The silence of the forest quietly returns as the sound of the horse's forceful riding fades away. So here we see that these listeners are even listening as the traveler he he get onto the horse, when he jumps onto his horse, and then the sound of the horseshoes on the stone path as the travelers rides away. So the silence of the forest quickly returns as the sound of the horse's forceful riding fades away. That means as it goes far away, that sound fades away. So that is what this poem is about. So we don't know. In this poem there are few questions that are unanswered. For whom this traveler came, and to whom that house belongs, and to whom this traveler has promised that he will come. So some of these questions are unanswered in this poem, and there is a mystery over here about this phantom listeners who are listening, who's so these few questions that is rising as we recite the poem. Okay, this is all about the poem, children. Recite the poem, learn, and learn the meanings also. Thank you.